Welcome back to another episode. We're again on the Normandy, and it's time for us to get back to the galaxy map and fly around. And actually, I need to get myself some upgrades for my little guns and whatnot. But I have to do this later. Anyway, let's get to the Massoulet and see what kind of additional missions we can do. Let's see, just have to check if there's anything in here that popped up that is not at 100%, just to make sure. Kite's Nest, Petra Nebula. Yeah, looks like we're going to not do the diplomatic thing right now. We're going to get the students on the Petra Nebula first. Let's see this one. And also, a little bit, because this is a whole cluster. I think I have to check like each and every planet. No, ha 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 ha. That's actually quite good. It's actually really good. Questions, is there anything? Oh, Gilead. Look at that. The largest object in the Klein Belt, Gilead, is a stony dwarf planet of rock and ice. Mined for its nickel, it is notable for a recent collision with another asteroid. The residents had several weeks of advanced warning and set up recording devices before they evacuated the planet. After selling footage of the asteroid strike to extranet news corporations, the residents found they were now somewhat famous, as well as a little wealthier than before. Of the 221 residents, all but 25 proceeded to leave the nickel business. Oh, that's not great. So that is one of them all. I kind of feel as if I've checked this one out before or something. The whole famous and planet or like asteroid or whatever kind of thing feels as if I was here before. But anyway, what about this one? Yoppa! A modestly sized hydrogen-helium Jovian planet, Yoppa is close enough and reflective enough to be seen in Elysium's night sky. It orbits in retrograde, possibly indicating that it was an extrasolar capture. Human and alien consortiums compete fiercely for the rights to gather helium free from the planet, since Elysium's favorable position along trade routes means high profit. So Elysium is somewhere here in the vicinity. Aha. So Grissom is a space station, and Elysium? Where's Elysium? Sidon. A large terrestrial planet with a wide, cold desert. Sidon has a trace atmosphere that is principally carbon monoxide. Alliance planners found its gravity agreeable, however, and built a small domed research facility on the planet in the 2160s. The project was classified until recently, when Blue Sun's mercenaries who allegedly attacked the facility were apprehended and brought to trial, revealing the facility's existence in open court. Eager to counter the negative publicity, Elysium investment firms now advertise that Sidon is free of military facilities and just minutes away from the Garden World, thanks to recent improvements in faster-than-light travel. Whether or not the marketing attracts development remains to be seen. And Tyre, or Tyree, or Tyr maybe, is wrapped in a crushing atmosphere of nitrogen and carbon monoxide that make for a blistering oven of a planet. Clouds of ash from volcanic eruptions trigger frequent lightning storms on the surface, and the majority of its mineral deposits are metal poor, not worth the expense of mining. And there is Elysium, there you go. When searching for a colony to retire, Alliance hero John Grissom said he wanted the one where the sun has the decency to set at a reasonable time. Elysium fulfilled this criteria, and many more, featuring low gravity, tolerable atmospheric pressure, and a suitable climate. Humans and aliens alike flocked to the alpine paradise early in its colonial years, and the planet remains a vibrant hub for both visitors and permanent residents. Security is a constant concern for Elysium. The planet has suffered several pirate or mercenary attacks, including the Skillian Blitz of 2176. Elysium's airspace is secured by mobile planetary defense cannons. Its armed starship complements it relatively light. Material and volunteers from Elysium's formed part of the Alliance Second Fleet, which was stationed near Arcturus before the fleet was destroyed by the Reapers. Too bad. All of the fleets are done for. And then we also have the Grissom Academy. Oh yeah. Interesting T-shape. I actually thought this was on a planet though. The stated mission of the John Grissom Academy, commissioned in 2176, is to serve a student population demonstrating excellence and passion for math, science, and the liberal arts and biotics. Its entirely human student body ranges in age from the early teens to the mid-20s. Although the fact is not heavily advertised, the institution also offers classes for students with biotic capabilities. The school's Ascension project seeks to train these students and integrate them into normal society. So if you are biotic, you are definitely not normal. And if you're not normal, you're not supposed to do normal things, right? If you can do special stuff because you are biotic, then it's best for you to just do the special stuff. No need to be normal at all. Alright, so let's see. Can I scan something? No. Maybe there's something on the... Nope. There's absolutely nothing in here. Alright. So, let's see. Let's land up here. But wait a minute. Is this one? This is not at 100%, which is really weird. Wait a minute. Nope. Okay. Strange. Maybe once I land on it, it's at 100%. But whatever. Let's see who I can take with me on that mission. I mean, oh yeah, we are going to take Liara with me. Because, it will be very interesting. Okay, so, who else could I get? I mean, Edie is always nice, but Edie isn't really a biotic. I want to choose someone who is somewhat related to the mission at hand. And James doesn't know Jack, I would say. And then we have Jarvik. No, that's also not it. I mean, Garrus would be a really good choice for this. Like, James would be like more alliance focused and whatnot. So what do we have here? Avenger or this one? Do I have a better one than that? Damage? Nope. Okay, so anything that increases damage. Increases accuracy and helps aim? No. More damage, more good. And spare shot capacity by nope. Increases damage by so and so much. Speeds perception by enhances aim for a brief time. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go for that one. And then what about this? The one with the highest damage. Yeah, the chakram launcher. I want to see this thing in action. If I'm not using it, then Garrus is definitely using this thing. Assault rifle, high velocity allows ignores armor, increases weapon weight. An awful lot of different things in here. Like, look at the weight, that's ridiculous. So, allows bullets to pierce, reduce damage, ignores 25% of defense on armored targets. Like, I can just do this one here, ignores 70% of armored targets defense. So, I don't know if it does any damage or not. I'm just going to go back to the snapper if anything. Alright. So, we got this one. These two are already set. Where is it? Increases accuracy. That's the bullet thing, but no, we can actually do better than that, right? No, not really. Alright. Anyway. I can't really do much else. I mean, I could use the pistols, but I don't have the upgrade that increases power damage, so we don't really care. I'm just going to keep that one because this has the best stats for me. Righty. 30. Oh boy. It didn't level this dude up at all. That's not good. Increases power damage of squad mates? No. Increases sniper rifle damage by 60%. I mean, power damage of squad mates would be really good because it's me and Liara, and basically spamming that stuff. The thing is, I want them to be potent on their own, without synergy effects and whatnot. Same with this one. Increases recharge speed of all squad mate biotic powers, for example. Like this one would be good, but this is like Liara stuff. So I think I'm gonna do the same with Garrus. Like he is going to do like sniper damage and everybody's happy. What about this one? Assault rifle. Yeah, and then I'm just going to switch to the weapon that I want him to use, and that's it. So armor piercing ammo, we are going to max that, but where do we go for this? Increases ammo's cover penetration by 60%, decreases the effectiveness of armored targets by 25%. I mean, this is actually pretty good, but what about this one here? Health damage and armor damage increased by 10%. 10%? Yeah, it's like 23%. This is the thing that we have right now. I mean, a little bit more damage is always great, right? 10%, whatever, but this one seems actually more interesting. So, what else do we have? Proximity mine is... doesn't this thing have... a mine... Does this thing have uses or something? Damage, impact radius, slow the target, increases damage to the targets for increases damage recharge. Doesn't look like it actually takes something. Okay, so what does it do? If I add the sticky mine into traffic, it will detonate when an enemy steps within range. I mean, it's a nice idea for him, but he has to use this on recharge speed is 20 seconds. This is definitely far too long. So in this case, I am going to just get the overload. Question is which one? Hit one additional target within it. I mean, I could use it as an AoE thing, but it's always nice to focus on like shields immediately. And incapacitate weaker opponents. No, I don't need to incapacitate them. In this case, it's better to maybe just deal more damage. Hit one additional target within 8 meters with 60% less damage. I mean, this is pretty cool. One additional target within a second. Another one. Increases damage by 15%. Okay, so this one does a little bit more damage, and I could get 3 for 1, pretty much. Increases damage to barriers and shit. No, I'm just going to turn this into a single target high damage ability again. No additional shenanigans needed. Okay, and Liara. Wow. And I thought I basically gave her an awful lot of points already, but yeah, she was on the sidelines the last few missions, looks like it. So, yeah, warp is good and warp ammo is also good. I'm going to give her the normal warp ability so that we can shred some stasis is not really needed. Maybe just one level or whatever. So which one do I go for? Increases force damage and impact radius of combo detonation. Yeah, combo stuff. This is like normal damage, and this is the combination. Let's just take that. Increases weapon damage. Increases damage by and duration by so and so much. 19 seconds duration. That's actually quite interesting. So warp is a permanent debuff. I never really noticed it. I thought it was like a single target and a little bit of additional damage over time or whatever, but these many seconds, that's a lot. Increases weapon damage taken by the target by 15%. Increases power damage taken by the target by 15% for 13 seconds. That's actually quite interesting. This one is a debuff. What does it say here? Sub-target enemy from regenerating health. That's good. Rip your enemy apart on the molecular level. Okay. Increases damage by 40% and duration by 60%. Like this one would help others. The fact that it's just 19 seconds makes it more potent altogether, and then you can just detonate it with other things. Ah, this is so stupid. Okay, do I want to just increase the damage altogether? Or do I want to make it that it increases the weapon damage so that others benefit from it? Like, the synergy effect is a really cool idea, but in this case, single target, high capability. This is the idea. Damage to barriers and armor by da-da-da. We can armor targets by so and so much. Good. Recharge speed is like either 7 seconds or 6 seconds. This is not that big of a difference. And so what about this one? Distract with this powerful Mass Effect field. No effect on armor targets. Enemies eventually break out of stasis after taking major damage. Yes. But this is kind of a waste of points right now. Alright. So let's confirm this.
And there's the folks who answered the distress call. Cerberus cruiser. At least a dozen fighters on blockade duty. Too many for us in a straight-up fight. They must want this place bad.
Receiving incoming transmission.
Let's hear it.
SSV Normandy. This is Kahlee Sanders, Director of Grissom Academy. We need immediate assistance. Cerberus is attacking the facility. They're after my students.
This is Commander Shepard. We're blocked on a direct approach.
I know. They've taken control of our docking base.
Any alternatives?
There's an auxiliary cargo port I could probably open.
All right. We'll come in by shuttle and get your students out of there. Joker, can you give me a diversion?
Oh boy, can I?
What is this?
Come and get me.
Keep the shuttle in position. We'll be back.
Wait a minute. What happened to his scars?
You got it.
You don't even see the scars anymore because his armor is already like
Understood.
already repaired and whatnot. Okay, so let's see. Armor piercing ammo, let's get that. This one goes over here. Singularity goes on 2, actually. Is it? Yes. And warp goes over here. What else we have? Actually, I have to move singularity over there and override my cold. I think that's okay. Okay, so now everybody is up and ready. Let's see what we can do. Grissom.
Commander, I'm locked in a server room around the corner. Cerberus troops are trying to get in.
Is that the way forward? That looks like a way forward. Fascinating. Goodbye there. I missed singularity so much. What a nice ability. You can spam that. Look at that. And a few seconds later you can do this again. And again. And again. Okay, concussive shot actually has a very high cooldown. Maybe I shouldn't use that. What's so wrong about that door? That one doesn't work. Good, so we have to pry our way open like that.
Sanders, we're clear. It's me.
Commander, thank you. Admiral Anderson always said you were the best. And with Cerberus coming for my students, I need the best.
How many of you are there?
Fewer than 20. Most were sent home when word of the Reaper invasion spread. But a few volunteered to stay. Some are prototyping tech for the Alliance. Others are biotics. They've been training for military operations, working together as biotic artillery.
Artillery? Interesting.
You said something about Admiral Anderson.
Yes, we met, God, what's it been? 20 years ago when he was a Spectre candidate. I was there when Saren betrayed him. David saved my life that day. He's a good man.
He was on Earth when the Reapers hit. He stayed behind when I got off-world.
I hadn't heard. We've been cut off from most news. He's alive?
Alive and fighting. He's currently leading the resistance movement.
Good. If we get out of here... well, just tell him to stay alive.
Okay. And the students?
A few months knocking over practice dummies can't prepare your students for war.
Agreed, but the Alliance needs every resource it can get. And our students are unique resources. They wanted to help. How could we say no with the entire galaxy falling apart? Hang on. I've been trying to get communications working.
This is Froberg. There are students trapped in Orion Hall. Cerberus has us boxed in. They're closing fast.
Damn it.
Orion Hall?
Back out the door and down the hallway. I can get the door open.
I'll bring them back here and we'll make a run for the shuttle.
Thank you, Commander. I'll stay put. With luck, I can regain control of some of our systems.
Where's Garrus?
I'll get the door for you. It leads to Orion Hall.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, I would advise you to let him go, you know. Nope. Can't break the glass, sadly. Okay. Uh-huh. Resist and get shot. That's what it means.
Nobody's going to hurt you. The file says we need you alive. But your sister, she's optional. You give us trouble, we'll find her. We understand that you're scared. Your teachers have filled your heads with a large propaganda. But Cerberus can keep you safe. We're the only ones who can.
Oh, safety. That's always a lie. Nothing is safe. Ever. Hey there. I wouldn't do that. Okay, Garrus. Wonderful. So, this dude just survived on his own. Remarkable.
There may be more nearby. Play dead until it's safe, then get to Kahlee Sanders in security.
Okay, but my sister Seanne is out here somewhere too.
Yeah. I try to get as many as I can. Okay. Interesting desk. So, where do we go? What do we get? What do we have? And this... Interestingly enough, this mission is fairly... I don't know. Feels a little easier than the other ones. Maybe Omega is just a little more difficult. Okay, tactical analysis review. Student ID 275668. Unshielded opponent approaching at 2 o'clock. Shielded opponent approaching at 12 o'clock. Both holding heavy pistols. Most effective way to take them down? You choose Shockwave. You always choose Shockwave. Correct answer, Singularity, followed by Warp. Instructor commands Shockwave is inadequate against shielded enemies. Your barrier would hold long enough against heavy pistols for a Singularity to catch both. A warp on the unstable biotic field creates the singularities, results in a explosion, neutralizing both enemies. I mean, the interaction is pretty good. So what do we have? Like 2 o'clock, that's like somewhere in front. And 12 o'clock is like 2 and 12. So they are basically very close together. I mean, it's not that they are in front of you and behind you, both holding heavy pistols. I mean, this is actually quite an interesting test. It basically means 2 enemies are very close, like standing very close together and in front of you. And yeah, what do you do? Alright, so what do we have here? Personal log. Instructor's log. The kids are getting better at this shit, but I'm worried. I don't think we've got enough time to pull this off, and there's just no way they could really survive out here without way more training. Not without any field experience at all. I'm doing my best to get them ready. Didn't think I'd ever care this much, but I won't let anyone hurt them. They're my kids. Mine. Precious. Okay, so can I get somewhere down there? Like, get some... There is an item down there. Wait a minute, can I get this thing? That one cannot be opened. And an M22 Eviscerator. I go around and then I go this way. You gotta be kidding me, I just picked it up like that. Okay, continue. The Eviscerator. That's a shotgun. I don't know if I have that one already. But anyway, you can pick up weapons through glass. Oh! Are you alright? Doesn't look like it. That was stupid. That was stupid. That was stupid. I need my shield back. And I'm okay. I was that was so stupid. That was absolutely stupid. Okay, could I maybe save her? No, what? She just lies here. It's weird. Wait a minute. Okay. So now I can just check everything out in peace. That's very interesting. They were coming from that way before. That's weird. No, they're hiding behind the glass. I think the loading thing kind of broke it. Yeah, and then you can just pick up the shotty if you wanted to. Good. We don't care about the shot. Thank you, Liara, but it may have been a little bit... Oh yeah, wait a minute. Why can't I... Ah! Why can't I get the cover thingy going? This is supposed to be the way it's done. Alright, so this one is done. Is that one dead? I think so. Alright. Hey, there's another one. Okay, I want to press 2 for singularity and not 3 for singularity. I have to switch this around. Yeah, let's do it this way. Usually 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 are for the respective characters, but this one is just muscle memory right now. Oh, look at this, a meta. So, where do I go? The Orion Hall is that way. We go the other way. A little bit of credits. Stealing from... that could be her.
Goddess, she's bleeding. Shepard, we need to help her.
Yeah. Oh, that's her.
Seanne, can you hear me?
How do you know my name?
I saved your brother. He's with Kahlee Sanders at security. Can you get to her?
Yeah. I just need to rest for a minute. Thank you.
And I thought it was the one that got shot at. Thank goodness. It would be very annoying if it was her, though. Can I do something with the generators? No.
Commander, I just got an emergency message from the students in Orion Hall. One of our instructors is with them, but they can't hold out much longer.
I think they can hold out as long as they can if it's the instructor that we know that it is. Alright. What is this thing? Generator? Yada yada yada. Let's get a little show playing for us. Oh, there. Interesting decorum.
Eat this!
Jack!
Shepard?
Everyone get down! This thing's out of your league! Shepard, keep it off us!
Alright. I think
These are civilians,
right
Shepard.
in
We need to
our league.
protect them.
Don't we usually do that anyway? Okay, I don't know if this one actually has ah, no, it still has shielding on it. Okay, let's get rid of the... Okay, now I can do this. A little bit of orb. A little bit more orb. Darius only has a little bit of electricity, but I think we're alright. Usually in situations like this, there's a heavy weapon hiding behind someone. Oh, what the? It data log. High priority target, student ID 125D Prangley. A vital retrieval subject due to high level biotic abilities paired with high leadership testing scores. Considered prime candidate for indoctrination and high level enhancements for subsequent long-term infiltration relocation. Uh-huh. Indoctrination? That's not good. Student's barrier. Wait a minute. Which student's barrier? Oh, it's not student's barrier, it's like Jack's barrier. Yeah. There's... I think we're pretty good to go right now. Alright, where are the others? I think we're good.
Kahlee said she was putting out an SOS. I had no idea the king of the Boy Scouts would show up. All right, amp check. Prangley, those fields were weak. Cerberus isn't gonna lie down out of pity like that girl you took to prom. Grab juice and an energy bar. We move in 5. That was for leaving, dumbass.
Aww.
I turned myself in to the Alliance, Jack.
Yeah? And how'd that work out for you? Did they listen? Didn't think so. You could have stayed. Instead, you decided to go play soldier.
Sounds like you're doing that yourself these days.
Yeah. I guess so.
I can't think of anybody who could care about them more.
Well, I had some free time while you were off playing hero. Alliance Brass knew I helped you. They offered me this. And apparently the students responded well to my teaching style.
The psychotic Biotic.
I will destroy you! Drink your juice, Rodriguez. You couldn't destroy wet tissue paper.
Cortez to extraction team. The Cerberus cruiser's coming back.
How long have we got?
2 minutes tops, Commander. After that, there's no way we'll get past them.
Get out of here and back to the Normandy. We'll find another way off the station.
Roger that. Good luck, sir.
Shepard to Sanders. The students are safe, but the shuttle's a no-go.
Understood. I might know another way off the station, but I need station-wide camera access. Can you disable the Cerberus security override? It's It's routed through Orion Hall, so it should be nearby.
Wonderful. Wait a minute, I can just talk to her? That's great.
Hey, let me know when we've got a new way off this station.
Yes, but first, questions, answers, and everything.
How are the students handling the war?
How do you think? They're a bunch of teenagers. Until a few months ago, their biggest concern was getting laid.
You don't think they're ready for war?
I don't think they have a choice.
So, all this talk about biotic artillery strikes.
It's great in theory. Maybe they'll get it together once they've seen some action.
But
They'd be better off as support. Put them in the back ranks, helping with barriers and shit. I don't know.
have you told them that?
No. They need me to believe in them. I did pick up a few things listening to your damn speeches.
I have to say, Jack, you look good.
Save it for shore leave, big guy.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, well, maybe some of your attitude rubbed off on me. I never had a family. And these guys... Anyone screws with my students, I will tear them apart.
Aww.
What's so valuable about these students? Biotically, I mean.
Well, what's scarier than a pissed-off biotic attacker? A whole bunch of them working together. It's like a biotic artillery strike. Any asshole gets in our way, we rip him to shreds.
Sounds like a good idea.
Doesn't that exhaust them?
Yeah, sure. But we've been working on conditioning, improving endurance. Whenever they complain, I tell them about the collector base, holding that damn biotic bubble up against those bug things. Ugh, I kept thinking, damn, let the Solarian handle this. He can talk them to death.
We're gonna find that one again. Right. Oh.
What's so valuable about these students?
Well, it's like a biotic
Like a Praga?
Isn't that the kind of thing you wanted to destroy on Pragia?
You know damn well it wasn't. Cerberus was torturing kids on Pragia. These guys are older, and they volunteered, and the only ones feeling any pain are the bad guys.
Okay, this is good. Actually...
What's so valuable?
Well, it's like a biotic...
Let's just override with
whenever they
good thing.
Ugh.
This one feels much better. Alright. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. There will be a clash of biotics in here.
So, about you and me.
Hey, I get it. You've only got one real love in your life. The Reapers. They're the only thing keeping you awake at night. Which is too bad. Because I'm a much better lay.
What's wrong to go without you? Is there another? No. Yeah. At one point, Liara will definitely do something about it.
I'm sorry I left.
Hell yeah, you should be. Maybe you can apologize some more when this is over.
I'm glad we got the chance to talk.
Yeah. Whenever you've got a way out of here, my guys will be ready to move.
Sweet. And Liara doesn't say anything. Not even a comment. Okay.
How does camera access get us off this station?
We need to reach the Cerberus shuttles. The cruiser won't auto-target friendly ships, which gives us a fighting chance to escape. Get me back the cameras, and I'll find a path to the shuttles that keep Cerberus from boxing you in.
Okay, so this was all about the indoctrination and relocation, and this is the...
Sanders, you should have access.
The fastest way is through the atrium, but Cerberus has sealed the doors. You'll need to disable the magnetic locks. The overrides should be directly above the door.
Wonderful. What do we got here? Some ammunition, otherwise nothing. Manual overrides. Yeah, they're probably somewhere else. Let's get this one. And, wait a minute. I gotta level up, don't I? Let's just do this real quick. Actually, not real quick. I need more points for the maximum cryo blast. Maybe. No. Not enough. Upgrade cost is 4. We only got 3. What about this one? This is max. Same thing with the concussive shot. We need more points. I mean, I could run, but every time I'm running, I'm always collide with this stuff around here. So weird.
You really think we're getting out of here?
Of course we are.
Ooh,
Sorry.
We'll be ready when you need us, Commander.
wonderful.
We'll be ready when you need us, Commander.
I can't believe you and our teacher work together, Shepard. With both of you here.
Yeah.
Maybe we've got a
Wonder why
chance.
she never mentioned it.
Actually, Jack on her own
How's your aunt?
is also pretty capable.
I can't believe you and our teacher
Yeah,
work
we got
together.
that.
Just drink your juice.
Both
You'll
of
be
you
fine.
here.
Drink your juice. What's in that juice? That's a door override that we need. Another modification.
People's names. They must have files on all of us.
And what else we got down here? Nothing?
Yeah, but at least I passed biomathematics.
What's in this one? Credits. Yes. Credits is good.
When we get out of here, I'm going to the beach.
Which beach?
Ilium. Hotel Azure has a resort beach with waves and everything. Nothing but lonely Asari girls as far as you can see.
That's assuming the Reapers haven't hit Ilium yet.
You keep thinking like that, you'll die on the station. You gotta find something to focus on.
That's assuming you can pay for that. Alright.
I need something other than some hot blue alien women to focus on.
Hey, you don't go for Asari, you can, I don't know, it's a big galaxy out there.
I don't need something out there.
Well, then what do you? Hey, or maybe when this is over, we could get some coffee or something?
You sure I wouldn't be interrupting your beach trip?
You wear that green dress you wore at Holly's birthday party. You can interrupt anything you want.
I think I can make that happen.
Aww. Alright, so let's get this override done.
Got it.
You should be able to force the door open now. I'll get to the shuttles ahead of you and get a pair ready to fly.
Wait. Let's get that. And before we move on out, we're gonna end this little episode. I mean, we were talking an awful lot, and now with Jackie all ready and whatnot, that's actually a pretty decent point to end it. And then there's also some stuff in the journal that we can read. Not this one. I mean, locations, maybe? Citadel, whatever, organizations. Ships and vehicles, maybe? Let's see. Maybe there's something like technology and biotics could be something very good. Weapons, armor, equipment? No, we're going for technology. Maybe something in here has artifacts. So, the Citadel Council has called for the immediate donation of Prothean artifacts to bolster the war effort, primarily items of Reaper origin and recordings of their attacks. The Exogeny Corporation set an example by donating a store of newly discovered paleo technology and releasing the data archives of deep space research colonies destroyed by the Reapers. Several private collectors have since stepped forward to donate the entirety of their collections. But despite an offer of amnesty for anyone concealing such artifacts, not everyone has responded as the Council hoped. Several artifacts have been found in obscure underground markets on safe haven worlds, presumably sold by newly arrived refugees who needed funds to survive. Reports say that smugglers continue to sell stolen artifacts, and armed raids on archaeological sites have rendered even legal operations extremely hazardous. After several reports of mercenary groups turning on the archaeologists who hired them, Elana's risk control services began to offer security details for archaeological sites at considerable reduced rates. Oh, they all make a killing, at least in the economic sense. The AI. An artificial intelligence is a self-aware computing system capable of learning and independent decision-making. Creation of a conscious AI requires adaptive code, a slow, expensive education, and a specialized quantum computer called a blue box. An AI cannot be transmitted across a communication channel or computer network without its blue box. An AI is not more than data files. Loading these files into a new blue box will create a new personality, as variations in the quantum hardware and runtime results create unpredictable variations. It's basically like loading up a language model into a program to run that language model. Depending on how you trained it, that thing just responds. But the thing is, it changes the moment you interact with it. So, the GAFs serve as a cautionary tale against the dangers of rogue AI, and in Citadel space they are technically illegal. Advocacy groups argue, however, that an AI is a living, conscious entity deserving the same rights as organics. They argue that continued use of them, of the term artificial, is institutionalized racism and a part of organic life. The term synthetic is considered the politically correct alternative. Actually, it doesn't matter how you describe them, it's what you want to say with it that is important. So, computers, virtual intelligence, VI. A virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action. VIs are used as operation systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized. Some serve as personal secretaries, filtering calls and scheduling meetings based on user-defined priorities. Others are advanced search engines propagating themselves across the extranet to collate user-requested data. Commercial VIs in a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs to personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstructions of famous historical figures are common. And in this case, what we think of as AI nowadays in 2025 is more you can think of as a virtual intelligence and not an artificial intelligence, because of the whole not self-aware thing, but the agency that it has. So a thing that can do stuff on its own without prompting it, like a robot basically gets turned on and it does whatever you programmed it to do. But an artificial intelligence basically behaves like a separate organism, right? So an organism can also be manipulated in a certain way by telling them what to do, like other humans, for example. But there is a certain agency and a certain ignorance towards it, a certain independence, right? They just do whatever they want, and sometimes it aligns with what you want, and sometimes it doesn't. And this is the danger of AI. The danger of AI is actually not the fact that it's artificial and that it does something, but because it is actually, it does behave like a human, right? This is the thing that makes it dangerous, which is weird, because it's human nature that makes AI into a real AI, and it's the thing that everybody's scared of. All right. Anyway, let's just end this episode right now, and then we are going to continue through the beyond the 8th show, whatever, all the way through here with Jackie. Like and subscribe, of course, as usual, and ta-ta.